Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ, and these are the universal messages for the sign of Taurus for October 2021. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Now, Taurus, I invite you and encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your reading. We will put some tarot cards on the table for you. And the card we will be starting with, and it will be in the center. This card represents you in October 2021. The cards around you represent the surrounding energies. We will put one card to represent the most relevant recent past that brought you to your present circumstances in October and perhaps is still impacting your situation. Okay. Let me put this aside, and a couple clarifying cards. You know what, I want a different tarot deck. A couple clarifying cards that will represent the overall energy for you, for, that is too many, for Taurus, universal messages for October 2021. A couple more cards to clarify that will speak to the overall energy. Let's see what we have for you, Taurus, October 2021. You are showing up as the Ace of Voices. This is the Ace of Swords. Enlightenment of the mind space, a new beginning on a mental level, new way of thinking, rising above doubt, fear, confusion, fogginess of the mind, into clarity, into knowing, into truth. You may be realizing some kind of truth. It can be an aha moment. You may be realizing what your values are, what is important to you. An idea may clarify, perception of the world, of yourself, a business idea, something related to your relationships or your work, because it can apply to any area of life. But it's a refreshment of the mind, rejuvenation, but also reaching a higher mind sphere, okay? With the owl that represents wisdom, you are leveling up, not only the owl but also with the mountain here that symbolizes growth. You are leveling up in your mental space. What surrounds you is the Knight of Materials, so the Knight of Coins, 3 of Coins, 6 of Coins, and the Hermit. You may be very focused on your money or financial situation, or on your career, or perhaps on your business. You have a lot of earth energy already, so it means that you are focused on your daily mundane life. Okay? The most relevant recent past, you have the World card, beautiful. So it means you have closed up a cycle in the recent past, and you are entering a new beginning with the Ace of Voices. Additional cards for you are the Temperance, beautiful, another major arcana, and the 7 of Wands. I want to start with your recent past. The World card means that there is a closing up of a cycle and opening of a new one. Completion, achievement, fulfillment, reaching some kind of a wholeness. It can be an achievement and enlightenment. It may also be you. I feel that it's almost as if you are fed up with the previous version of you, and you are actually initiating this new opening for you. It's like almost you consciously make this decision to move to a new mental space because of this world being like on her head. It's a very specific cycle closing up for you that is related to the way you perceive, to the way you think, breaking up the patterns, some kind of realizations. That's what you have been thinking about for some time already, I think, with the World card. And finally, pieces of the puzzle come together, they start to make sense, and you show up in October gaining more and more clarity and moving into that energy of the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, a realization, a revelation, an aha moment, the ultimate clarity. You know what you want, you know where you want to go. If it's a creative idea, it's clear. If it's a career idea, it's clear. If it's just about your life, the way you perceive the world, you know exactly how you want to perceive it. With the Knight of Coins, you are proceeding gently, or you are encouraged to, because the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Every knight symbolizes bravery, motion, progress, expansion, courage, right? But this is the slowest moving knight, but the most diligent. He's not looking for shortcuts, he's not rushing. He's steadily moving towards his destined direction, his goal, whatever that is. Be patient and diligent in the process of changing your mental space. The fact that one day you decide, I want to think in a different way. I don't want to think the way I do. I want to believe in myself again. I want to be self-confident. I want to see my future in bright colors. The fact that you make that decision doesn't immediately and magically change your mind space. You need to put actual effort into this, and this effort is challenging. It's a significant effort is required, and it requires time. It will be a process. It will not be an overnight thing. So you need to commit yourself to the process. You know, at first you will be feeling, or you may be feeling, that you are carrying something heavy. It will be hard. You will need to focus to keep it steady, that new mental space. But with time, it will integrate with you, and you will no longer have to carry it. It will become a part of you. Only the first initial period of time requires you to focus and remember. So what it means is, whenever you go back into your old thinking patterns that you want to break from and live in the past, you need to consciously bring yourself back into clarity and truth, into logical thinking, not being overly emotional, but instead following clear logical mind, inner wisdom, intuition. You need to consciously bring yourself back from the negative space, okay? So you need to be patient and allow for this process to unfold. It will take time and it will take work. With the Three of Coins, it means there's diligent work that you put towards mastering your skill set, polishing your skills, polishing your some kind of talent, natural talents. But this is diligent work. This is focused work and attentive. Okay, it will be recognized sooner or later, whether it's related to your work, your life in general, maybe some kind of partnerships. The effort will be recognized and it will pay off. But first, diligent effort needs to be invested. Three of Coins sometimes symbolizes cooperation and teamwork. I think primarily you are working with yourself, even though we have this teamwork card and we have the Six of Coins, which is also like two people mirroring each other, can also mean cooperation. I primarily think that it's cooperation between you and, well, your higher mental state, your soul, your heart, however you want to call it. I'm sorry, and whatever is the higher power you believe in that is guiding you, whether you call it God, the universe, or universal energies, however you want to call it. I think you believe, or you are encouraged to remind yourself that you are supported at all times. The effort that you put is doubled by the universe, but you need to initiate the process, and then you can see that effort really pays off. For some of you out there, it may be related to an actual partnership, a cooperation, some kind of a teamwork, but primarily this is what I said. I feel that it's more about you and some kind of spiritual realm that you reach out to, because we have the Hermit and we have the Temperance card, and then we have the Owl, this ray of light, the intuition, this higher level of consciousness with the World card, higher level of your mind space. So I really feel it's cooperation between you and that spiritual level support. Let me just call it that way. So with the Six of Coins, this is what I said. The effort that you put is doubled by the universe. What you put in, the universe equally adds in. I know it may sound metaphorically, but it will be different for everyone. If you put diligent work into your creative projects that perhaps you want to turn into a source of income, if you put diligent work, sooner or later, this effort will pay off. And if you believe that you are co-creating with the universe, it's hard to explain, because it's all about believing. There needs to be that belief that you are supported and that the universe is amplifying and doubling your rewards. Only if you believe in that, the universe can start supporting you. You need to allow the universal support to come to you. If you want to give someone a gift and they close the door, you most probably will not be able to push the gift through the keyhole, right? And you will not leave it by the door, outside the door. You would expect that person to open the door. So you need to open the door for the universe's support to come, and then your journey will start to feel completely different, because you will no longer feel alone. And I feel that is the shift that is happening, or there's a huge potential for this to happen, is a shift in your mental space, but also in your soul space, in that belief change, that you are not alone, that there is a bigger picture, a bigger sense of things. But you need to discover that bigger sense of things yourself. No one is going to come and give it to you. You need to discover it yourself. It takes time, it takes research, it takes a lot of time of listening and tuning into yourself. Listening to your heart, listening to your soul, listening to your thoughts. Conscious, I said, it feels like a conscious decision. I am leveling up. It does take conscious effort and brave decision-making process. The Hermit says, be silent for a time, cut out all the external unnecessary influence and noise. Go into solitude mode. Can be physical, but can be just about going into solitude internally. And listen to your inner wisdom. That's exactly what I said. Listen to your soul, to your heart, to your intuition. Meditate and introspect. It takes time and it's a process, but the Hermit is in endless connection with that inner knowing. So however you want to call, any kind of spiritual power that supports you, you can just consider your higher self as this power, and believe that within you is that higher self that knows the answer to all questions, that is able to comfort you in times of any challenge, turbulence, upheaval. So even if you don't believe that it's the universe because it sounds too metaphorically for you, or maybe you don't want to call it God because you are not religious, then you can believe that this higher power that is supporting you and that you can co-create with is within you. And that's why maybe the Six of Coins in this particular deck, two people mirroring each other. Almost like you looking into the mirror. Maybe you should go look into the mirror and tell yourself, I am that ultimate highest power that is guiding me. And take the responsibility to be one. Okay? The Temperance card says that the earthly and the spiritual realms are blending together in synthesis, in synergy, okay? The energy is stabilizing, mixing and stabilizing. The Seven of Wands says you may be fighting for something with determination, protecting yourself from something. And I do feel that in your case, it's more of a protection and resistance. You are guarding yourself from the spiritual. I think you may be trying to explain to yourself that there is no higher power support, that there's nothing like this out there. that you somehow may be resisting that belief that there is more than meets the eye, that the pieces of the puzzle ultimately come together and make sense. Perhaps it's hard for you to believe in the bigger picture, in the higher purpose of things, and you are protecting yourself from it. And again, the Temperance says, just like the Knight of Coins, give yourself time. You may need to adjust to new ways of thinking, to your new perception. You may need time for this, to allow this to integrate, I said, so that it becomes a part of you. So you no longer carry it, but it becomes a part of you. You don't have to remember that it's there. So with the Knight of Coins, be diligent and patient on that path. And with the Temperance, this is exactly the same. Allow things to happen their time, their pace. Allow the energy to stabilize. Allow the life forces to flow freely without control. Don't try to control the outcome. Just be calm in the process and allow it to happen. Surrender to the process. And actually enjoy it, because it's a deep healing process if you only allow yourself to perceive it that way. Maybe there is something for you in the aspect of looking into the mirror. Maybe you should start to look at yourself and talk to yourself, okay? Maybe relevant for someone, but definitely stop guarding yourself from that higher support. Again, I know it sounds metaphorically, but that's exactly how I want to call it, whether it's God for you, universe, as I said. But open yourself up to some kind of higher level support. Open yourself up to your own higher mind. Open the door so that the universe's gifts can be presented to you, because they cannot be pushed through your door, through the keyhole. Okay? Follow that dream. Use your will to transform inspiration into action. Absolutely. This is inspiration. Now put it into action. A sacred vision is blossoming in you. Your truth will bring you peace. Ace of Swords, the truth, clarity. A sacred vision is blossoming in you. Your truth will bring you peace. But you need to allow this sacred vision into your mind space, into your soul space, and into your heart. So you have to stop guarding yourself from it. Sacred life-giving rain pours into your soul. Healing flows to you. Look at this. Sacred life-giving rain, sacred vision, blossoming in you, pouring into you. Healing flows to you. The Temperance, deep healing. Keep purity of your mind and your heart, and be unavailable to negativity. Remember what I said at the beginning? You need to. Every time you go back into the dark place, dark mind space, you need to consciously bring yourself back. Be unavailable to negativity and open the door for the universe's gifts to be presented to you. I am wishing you a great October. If you like this reading, please consider liking, subscribing. Take care of yourself always, and I will see you next time.